Okay, I got room for the footage here. I'm gonna take emotes off. That is probably one of the funniest things I've built in a hot second. Oh man, totally worth it. Where is my add-on here? All right, T-Far's on. TeamSpeak set. We're still waiting on them to officially start. It's only gonna be a 70-ish person operation. That's fine, but oh god, that fucking deagle. I love it. Oh my god. That's brilliant. That is actually brilliant. Gonna keep it up all day. How many people do we have in the team speak? About 70. Yeah, so it'll be a 70-person OFCRA op, which is a little on the lower end, but that's okay. It's World War II, so I understand why there's not so many people on. But regardless, let me clear out my tabs here, and we're just going to... Oh, here, let's set up the prediction. Start a prediction here. Do I have an OFCRA 1 pre-templated? Awesome. Blue 4 as the allies. Do I give it 30 minutes or 20 minutes? Yeah, we'll do 20. Play it safe. Nah, we'll do 30. Fuck it. All right. It's gonna... Oh, fuck. No, we just started that. All right, no, I'm gonna quickly redo it. And submissions. Delete. Yep, delete and return. Let me remake it real quick. Since we're right on the map now, I'm gonna shorten that to 20 minutes. And, oh, of course it didn't save what the fuck I just set it on, so I have to redo everything. I love it. There we go. All right. Ah, man. What's Sunday? Do exclamation point Deagle and look at the link I have in there. It's something I literally made like a minute ago, and I've been chuckling on it since I started the stream a second ago. Anyway, I'm opening up some stuff to quote-unquote hydrate with. For those of you who don't know, we have 2 hydrate. Deagle, no, D-G-O-A-L. I'm sorry, Deagle. Yeah, I get that. Never mind. That's fine. 3 of you did it. You need more beer, JY? Hey, I mean, as I was saying, there's 2, on this channel, there's 2 hydrations, all right? There's hydrate and then quote-unquote hydrate. Let me know if you see quote-unquote hydrate, because, I'm thirsty. By the way, fun fact, Twitch doesn't like drinking games. So, thank you, JY. I appreciate it. Just be careful, you know? It's not going to be TS... It's, Splendid Squad. It's been announced. I put an advert for YouTube yesterday, too. It was pretty nice. But anyway, big freaking position here. Also, I forgot whose team I joined because they don't have any spectator slots. Let me actually look at that real quick because this means we're actually going to see... All right, so we're going to see the Germans' plan. So this is the German spawn over here. They're blue 4. They've got another one over here, and they're actually setting up this major plan right here. They're actually going to go up on the beach. That's a little risky. And the allies are op for a mix of UK and American forces. And don't worry, I've been taking a few sips for hydration, you know? It's always important to keep proper hydration. I got 3 bottles of hydrating liquid by my feet. I hope we're through all of them by the end of this stream. But let me know if you guys like the image for the decal. I've been chuckling at that so much. I just literally made it a few minutes ago. I love it. I absolutely love it. But otherwise, if you look at the mission command, it'll tell you what both sides are trying to do. Germans are going to be trying to extract a VIP, bring him to an interrogation area, and then exterminate him, execution style. Brutal. And the VIP is located over here. I'm not sure if the Blue 4 guys can steal them away. The radio that they have to steal is also over here. They're stealing it from the French Resistance. And then they also have to defend a radar position. The questioning room's right next to that radar position. And then there's also the Supremacy bonus and then an Extraction Zone, which is... it'll be shown in an hour, apparently. So that's nice.
Let the hype train commence for Sunday. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, righto, Will. I'm looking forward to it, too. By the way, Jester814 recommended Goat Team 6, so you can thank him for it when it happens. Tactical Syrup, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a kick out of this scenario. Also, fun fact, Twitch recently adjusted all of the prices for subs. So for the next year, they're going to be, so long as I stream a certain amount of hours every month, they will adjust the money I get and pay me the extra that I should have gotten from the Twitch thing. Apparently, it started last month, and I made the amount of hours I didn't even notice they had that program, but they gave me an extra like $250 for it to fully compensate the money I would have lost from some countries being able to sub for less money. But $250 isn't that bad. I was worried that it would be a greater dip. So it just means after a year, actually we'll see it after the end of next 2 months, because that's when it goes from 100% compensation to 75% compensation. But the revenue will, change up a little bit. But I don't know. If it's only $250, that's not too bad. But it gives people that really rely on sub revenue like a year, I guess, to figure something out, which kind of sucks for them, to be honest. I mean, whatever. Now, it looks like they've made a plan right here. Defense of the first wave, then a counterattack, and then a surprise Roland, who I'm pretty sure is the ground commander for the other team. But let's go ahead and read through some of this. Reminder, radio is in one of two buildings marked French Resistance Radio. Blue 4 can't move or intentionally kill the VIP. The only instance they can move... only instance they can move it is to bring the VIP back to the VIP marker. Okay. So it's like a capture the flag sort of goal. Reminder, you need the radio demolition specialist to destroy the radio to get the full points. It's worth 4 points total, but if they only disable the radio without the specialist, they only get half those points. Disabled radio will be missing the front panel. Destroyed radio means that the next trailer will be destroyed fully. That's just a way to show it. Destroyed radar obviously counts as a disabled, aka if the specialist does it. Question of VIP, it needs to be carried out in the question room because there's a trigger in there that allows people to do the ace interaction. Once they do that, they can then execute him. And then that thing about the extraction zone, we won't see that till an hour into the scenario. Whew. That's exciting. Oh, I look away. Did Cool Boy, I see one of those bots that, says, to get famous, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I'm going to be honest. You don't want to be famous. It's a pain in the ass. I was literally 1 hour. I just played one round of Deep Rock Galactic, Swarmageddon with Golden Bugs, best combo in my opinion. You get so much money. Answered all my DMs before we started. Played that for 45 minutes, came back. I had 9 different people sending me DMs for random things, from work to some fun I'm having on the side. And oh, that sounds really wrong, actually. Never mind about that. She's gonna kill me. Anyway, no, I have conversations with people over ops and stuff. That's my fun on the side. And because it's mainly been about the Splendid Squad stuff, talking with people, because I want to start, and I said this in the Patreon post, I want to start a think tank. I want to get all of the people I know that make missions together, and I'm going to organize this on Saturday, and we're going to just come out with some really cool scripts and shit. Falcon, I'm not sure if he's playing today, because he has to make dinner right now, so who knows. He's working a concession stand or something, but hydrate, yes. Heart Shagamas, yeah, right, something. Who the heck knows? I'm gonna lower my lights to a nice green shade for today, make it a little less intense. But basically just for some, whatchamacallit, just to like build some stuff to enhance my missions a little further, Is Rodrig in this off? Let's have a look at the player count here. Good old Roderick. That was a fun highlight to cut out. Falcon and Rodrigue made their peace. It was just really funny to watch that scenario. I don't see him. But just because I don't see him doesn't mean he doesn't exist. Oh, no, there he is. P. Rodrigue. Yep, he's here. Oh, and he's got Boba. Nice. Whew. So, Sunday, I'm going to have two things. Number one, I'm going to be on the ground in the morning at 10 a.m. With a few friends like Barbarian, Weeb, Sparky, Leia, that group, because now I have the time to play their ops. And then Splendid Squad is going to be at 3 p.m., so I'll have enough time in between to actually prep those ops. Gobs, yes, there's a super op. Which, I'm going to be honest, I would normally be stressing the fuck out over. I'm not. It's like another day in the office. I was stressing out more over last night's special op with the new mutant stuff for testing than what I've been stressing for Sunday. And I've got Sunday like 95% done. Later tonight, actually probably into tomorrow morning because I'm going to cook dinner tonight and then do my two other things today. I got to send a few messages out to ask for a few things like custom pictures and stuff for little Easter eggs here and there. Why can't you spend points to make me hydrate? Because it only allows someone to do it every minute, because I don't want it to get spammed super hard. Rodrigue is he's still joining the server, so I don't know his side yet. He could go either way. But I would recommend, if you want to make a safe bet, wait till we get in so you can also see the assets on either side. And again, if you need a breakdown of how the mission scenario is going to go, do exclamation point mission. It'll explain everything. But again, Blue 4 has to capture... Oh, there we go.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, have a black.
Also have to kill myself. So the reason I have to do that is because they didn't give me a spectator slot. And it does mean that this spectator mode is a little more janky, but I will make it work. Otherwise, Blue 4... is your standard German force. We have G43s. I guess the mirror M1 Garans. We'll know a few Car 98s as well. I would assume for Grenadiers. MP40s on the squad leader level. Single shot disposable AT. For only one guy from what I can see. I'm not seeing any other specialist weapons. I'm not seeing any... Oh, wait, no, there is a marksman over here by Timek. All right, that's just one group of Blue 4. We have another group of Blue 4 at the radar station itself. Let's have a quick look. Most of these guys have K98s from the looks of things. A few 43s. I do see some MG42s down. Another Panzer Shrek. No, Panzer Faust. The Shrek is the reloadable one. Medics. I didn't see any MG42s on the assault side over here. Oh, there's one. Okay, so there's only like a 2 or 3 MG42 guys. That's interesting. Maybe for balancing reasons. Going ahead, looking over at OP4, aka the Allied side, we have the UK half, which is over here. Sten guns, Bren guns, Lee Enfields, Piats. Piat. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't ever say that one correctly. Another hydrate. You got it. I believe this is the Ace spectate system. So I also have to look for who the specialist is that's going to do the radar sabotage. I'm assuming there'd be a special symbol for him, but I honestly can't see him. So I'm not going to know if Op4's specialist has died. Okay, so that's still the British side. Let's go ahead and look over at the Americans here. So the Americans are Air Forces here. They got a few Vics. One of their Vics didn't make it. How unfortunate. It cratered. But they got 2 other Willie Pete Jeeps here. Willie's Jeeps. My bad, not Willie Pete. Willie Pete is freaking smoke. We got a 1919 A6, so it's got the bipod and the the buttstock. So that's a good stabilizing weapon. I mean, if they're airborne, you should technically not see any bars, and I actually don't see any. Nice, because the U.S. Airborne Forces hated dropping with bars. Yeah, we got the airborne carbine too. Yeah, so they have, this is actually historically accurate, which is kind of nice. Are the Americans speaking German? Why are the Americans speaking foreign languages? I feel like I should be concerned. Oh, another drink. You got it. Yeah, Battle of the Bulge all over again. Oh, no, there is a bar. All right, well, as I was commending them for their historical accuracy, I realized I was wrong. All right, so we have French resistance trucks over here that the Allies can use. They're publicly marked. So many freaking sus icons. Jesus. Oh, sweet. And the VIP is actually marked on the map so I can keep track of him. Thank God. It's Samuel Jackson. Except he's white. Interesting. And then we have the French resistance radio, which is in one of these two buildings. It's just going to be on the floor somewhere. I had to do a little bit of exploration to find it.
Team 6 now.
Because I'll admit, I cannot actually find this damn thing. Let's check the other building it could be in. Midnight Runner, thanks for the 49-month resub. You crazy lurker. He's been here for so long. I appreciate all your support. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I have no idea where that radio is. It's in one of these two buildings. I thought it would be on the table with the purple cloth on it, but it's gone. I love how it's yelling me to go back to my position because it's detecting my camera feed here because I killed myself. Because they didn't give me my spectator slot. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know where it is. We'll probably see it later. But otherwise, that's just a random marker position, my bad. Again, we're seeing all the Blue 4's markers here because I was technically on the Blue 4 side. Looking in the radar position here, this is the actual radar site. This is where the scripts are tied to, so we'll see if either that panel's open, then it's disabled. If it's destroyed, this will apparently be destroyed, so it's quite nice. Got some bunkers in here, ammunition and medical here right next to where a spawn point is, so they've actually got a good amount of stuff to work with here. And then here's the interrogation room. Really modern car battery, but all right, I see how it is. They're going to definitely interrogate. Nice little murder hole there to cover that building. And then the Blue 4 guys have some trucks that spawn right here, only 2. Mission starts in 5 minutes. All right, so it's mainly going to be an infantry fight. I don't see any vehicles, and we'll have to see how things go. Only 10,000 points in the pot. Wow. Huh. I was expecting a little more. Then again, OFCRA is always less popular than FNF, so it's understandable. I have been looking for an antenna. Skelly, how are you doing, my man? I could have sworn the airborne guys hated dropping with the bar. Like, they usually try to avoid that at all costs. The radio itself is a German backpack radio texture. Oh, is this? Okay, so this is actually a bigger building than I thought. So let's check this room by room. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's a cereal box. That's why. I thought that was a room that you could, like, see through the other half. I'm like, oh, neat. There's the freaking tablecloth. Maybe it'll spawn later. Maybe it glitched out and spawned at, like, ground level, but, like, in the bottom of the building, because I know items sometimes do that. Otherwise, I have no idea where this radio went. I don't see it on the floor. Neat. All right. Otherwise, I think the Germans have a good plan, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an immediate attack by OPFOR, so we'll have to see how things go. Let me get a final player count for you guys. It's 73 players. Technically 72 because I'm spectating. Oh, wow. Someone dumped a lot on Blue 4. I mean, that MG42 bias is pretty good. Let's quickly look at the player counts here. You see my dead ass. We have I guess Bluck is commanding? No, it's NASA commanding. He's in a 2-man group with Ibnek. I always say it wrong. It's Ibnek. So I believe they're commanding that force, and then the 2 commanders are Roland and Shradar. Shoradar. Shoradar. I can't pronounce that for shit. I'm sorry. But all right, let's go through noteworthy people. Pogo's pretty good. Benares is pretty good. Honestly, a lot of these people are really good, so I'm just going to actually point out the really, really good ones. I'm looking for any of the Ziki guys. Zixme or Ziki. I don't see Falcon either. Some of these names you might recognize. They play in FNF2. FAWR's come back and brought a lot of people. That's nice. Just ignoring all the names that say AI next to it. That guy, super weird. No kills, 1 death. How pathetic. Bluck and Royd Camper are pretty good. Garrett can be pretty good. Nubass, honestly, yeah. Like I was going to say, the one role I've seen him do really well with is the sniper rifle, so that's pretty good. Bob Winchester is also good. Zixme is over here. I don't see Ziki on today, though. Hood is also pretty good. Cheeseburger. I don't see Ziki anywhere. So he might have not come on today, which is fine. I see him disappear once in a while, so it's all good. And now we wait. 1 minute left to bet. I would probably bet Blue 4 because MG42 bias, but I mean, the teams are looking pretty accurate here. There's more names I recognize on Op 4, though, that usually do really well, so it could be anyone's game, in all honesty. Oh, God, yeah, the pot just exploded last second, didn't it? Helicopters unlocked. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where are them helicopters? All right, so now you're going to watch Blue 4 as they pretty much run down the street to get to their vehicles. I'm stuck at a scroll like this because of the, when you kill yourself, the spectator controls are a little bit different. Willow, I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. Just make sure you take feedback from the Bleach Boys, and whatever they liked, do it again. Whatever they didn't like, make sure you never do it again. Depending on how bad that feedback is, though, you can either save it for a different community or a different time, or just never try it again. Hey, Az, nice. What's the job, man? Glad you finally got one. It's been like, what, 2 years? Good job, dude. Otherwise, you have the Germans still running. They'll eventually get their VIX. I think the VIX are turned away for balancing reasons. That's allowed the British to basically move in and start fortifying their objectives here. And the Americans sending forces back to get the French resistance trucks. And you have one group already booking it to the southern side of the map. I think you're going to see them... Either they just made a wrong turn and missed that street right there, or they were going to ride the southern edge of the map. Just realize you also have some Cobble wagons over here. I think the Germans are going to take that and set up defensive lines around here. And you have another force that had a truck actually already come over, and they've dismounted and are starting to move in. There's a dot right here. That might be an indication to just check that position for any sort of rush. Which is nice. Hydrating. Thanks, Sam. So people slightly favoring the Germans for this scenario, but it's pretty close to dead even. And I agree with that. This could go either way. These are also the perfect grounds for someone to just absolutely go ham and do something incredible. And I'm really hoping to see it. That's good, Az. Paid internship 2-year contract. Great. Hope it turned into a real job, man. Gotta start somewhere these days, you know? How do you get on the action? I deeply apologize. Let me quickly add a command to the title. and add it in chat there. So OFCRA, they've got their own Discord. They take anyone from groups to individuals, just like FNF, but unlike FNF, you can literally just jump in. Now this is kind of funny. We actually have some OPFOR guys going up the route that Blue 4 wanted to take. Might actually set up a preliminary ambush or just run right into Blue 4. I know Blue 4 is doing a phase 1 defense, though, before they actually start the counterattack. So I think they're just going to bait out OPFOR to attack first. Otherwise, we have the U.S. forces starting to get into the French resistance trucks and move those around. They've fully mounted, and this group is moving up on foot to get to that defensive position. These guys only taking one truck, though. It might have been helpful for them to actually grab that other truck and give it to the other force there. Also, my camera just went crazy. Weird. Otherwise, we have another force on foot as well. Heading down, just 4 guys. You can hear them moving up and just singing. Then you still have that German force over here. Just coming up the scout. Looks like they're digging some trenches right here, too. This is a good area with a lot of open area to watch, but still a little niche in terms of they're only going to be having eyes around this specific section. Either a good place to, I guess, watch for anything or a good fallback position, too. Hey, Nem, how you doing? You didn't hear me drink? I'm sorry. There you go. My bad. It's set to every minute, so I might miss a few, and if I do, just get on my ass about it. I'm happy to oblige. Nem, would you like to see armed goats fight YouTubers on Sunday? All you have to do is make that red bar go away and get filled with green. It's that simple. Nem, you gotta stop spending so much time with Yanni's mom. It's going to tire you out. There's another hydrate. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I have not seen Yanni in a few weeks. Like, not even in FNF. I hope he's doing okay. I hope the stress of knowing Nem Baines, his mom, doesn't drive him over the edge. That would be bad. Thanks, Goat King Liru. Oh, God. So, I fully planned out the Bleach Boys time traveling campaign. I'm going to connect it to the Bornholm incident. It's going to be glorious. We're not going to see that connection until the end of the campaign, but it's going to be glorious. All right, we just had a gunshot go out, but I don't see Blue 4 and OPFOR forces anywhere together, so I think it was a misfire. Falcon is not playing. He's busy making dinner tonight, unfortunately. I keep saying that. He's working a concession stand right now. Yes, the Bornholm incident. That's how you say Bornholm, right? Wow, Zam, that's... Someone slapped Zam for that one. That one's a little over the top. Right, OAS, thanks for letting me know. And yeah, Spikey is doing one of those. It's for softball. Righto, Falcon. Well, you missed a good one. It's low numbers, and it's a lot of loose positions around with a lot of ways to just run up and kill everyone. Yeah, Falcon was playing Deep Rock with me before we started, and he was really salty about missing this because I told him this is going to be an op that he's going to do super well on with an MG42 if he just had the opportunity. Because we believe he's cursed. So all of the ops he misses in OFCRA are the ones where he could have done super well on, where all the ones he shows up on, he just gets murked instantly. And so far, that trend's been going for about a month now. It's absolutely hilarious. All right, so OPFOR sent a squad up to the north. They're following up with a squad and another Willy Jeep to the south. We might see a pincer maneuver here to hit that radio station. But Blue 4 have prepared for something like this. And they've set up a few lines of defense. Neat. Oh, I know, Az. Falcon is a very fast and loose player with the machine gun. Cursed like Andrews, yeah, right? Still have a few guys back at the German spawn. I thought I just saw Ku walk around there, so I guess he'll just have to run in on foot. Now, I believe OFCRA, they've set up a... Those 4 guys have now come back. They might either be just scouting that out or setting up a blocking position. I don't think there's any short-range radios, though. I think they're only long ranges. So, either someone in that group has an LR, even though they all have the rifleman marker. Yes, they do. Okay, so they're just a scouting element, but also has actually 2 of them have radios, and one of them has a freaking Piat. And we got this small OFCRA force. Only 5 guys. They're garrisoning this position, actually, huh? Guess they're laying in wait. Hey, Willow, how's work doing, man? Hope you don't have another driver that's randomly going off to screw with you. All the missions tomorrow will be on the new Orbat? Nice. And a VIP assassination mission. Yes! Ah, I was hoping we'd get a game mode like that soon. Who's, off of whose suggestion? Falcon, you're not allowed to be the VIP. Last time you were the VIP in the OFCRA mission last week, you literally had Roderick on the roof and he wouldn't help you because you were being so mean. JK, Roderick just didn't want to come down and help him. It was hilarious. I'm the VIP. Fuck you. I am the captain now. I love it. So I think both sides are playing a relatively defensive posture here. OFCRA is the only side actually trying to poke forces in to get to the radar station. This is a good case of, you know, both sides have to go to the other force's base to get something or do something, and then they can pull back and play defensive. Blue 4 is doing a full-on defense until probably the first 30 minutes out of the hour and a half. Then they're going to do a massive counterattack, and I think OFCRA is just trying to get it started early. So I'm favoring Blue 4 a little bit because they've got all their forces on defense and they can easily task forces around. But if OFCRA is quick, they can just blow through some of these small defensive garrisons early on and get some nice early advantages by killing enemy forces off and looting their guns if they're superior. You know, stealing an MG42, maybe a G43. Then again, if it's the Americans assaulting, I would say the M1 Garand is a little better than the 43 in my opinion. Actually, that's a lie. Thinking about the Garand has better stopping power, in my opinion. In the sense that it'll put someone down. No. It depends on the medical, though. And knowing FNF's medical, it's actually fairly simplistic, so both rifles would put a guy down in a single shot at center mass. It's only the M1 carbine that doesn't do it. But the Garand has a little bit higher recoil than the G43, and the G43 has 10 bullets per magazine instead of the 8 on the Garand. So actually the G43 would be the better weapon. Yeah. And there are 72 people on the server. Technically 73, but I'm not counting myself in that statistic. Did I miss a hydrate, by the way? I'm almost through my first bottle. And the Garand pains. The pain isn't, like, only in a really close situation of you and your opponent just got into a point-blank firefight and missed your shots. The pain is only going to give you away there. But most other firefights, not so much. Nah, Falcon's working right now, unfortunately. It's strange seeing my old mates playing this game still. Well, Max, that's because there hasn't really been a game yet that's replaced Arma 3 as a whole. And I don't think there ever will be. It's kind of like Minecraft or Gary's mod. There's not going to be anything that comes out that's better than it because it's just its own genre of sandbox, you know? And if something ever does replace it, I'm going to be one of the first to jump. Yeah, Arma 4. Whenever we get that, right? Whew, another hydrate. Sweet. The Garand only pings when you reload it. You're not going to see Arma 4 until like 2023, 2024. How do I put it? Okay, fuck it. I'll give the quick TLDR. So the original plan for Arma 4, based off of where everything was going, was we would have seen some news of it by actually around now, if not over the next 6 to 9 months. But the dev team for DayZ that had all the experience with the new engine that they want to put Arma 4 on is most of them have up and left for various reasons, either because of what was going on with the DayZ dev team or the Chinese Tencent acquisition and a minority stake of Bohemia. That also made a few people leave. So a lot of that expertise has left the office. So they have to rebuild that expertise. And they're doing that with Arma 3 Reforger, which is basically a remake of, I believe, Cold War Assault? Some of the older Arma 3 Arma games, excuse me, but with the new engine. So that'll give people the necessary experience for, after that's done, then start working on Arma 4. That's the idea, at least. Can I confirm or deny any of that? Not really. That was just based off of speculation on all the background stuff that was going on. And it sucks, because the guy that was feeding me information also left the company, so.
Technically, no one spotted it yet.
Fine, Nem. We'll mortar all the YouTubers on Sunday as Luton Jr., okay? Okay. So OFCRA, meanwhile, closing the gap here. We've got them split up into two teams. That Willie Jeep team going north. And that's the other force heading south. It's actually really good. This could be a distraction force as this force slips around. And if they slip around properly, they could actually bypass a lot of Blue Force defensive lines, come up this side ridge, and get right next to the radar station with practically no one defending it. And these are some of their elite players. I saw Zixme in there, for example. So, yeah, PHK, Mr. White, Rizbo, Tackle, Fleece. Yeah, these guys could do a lot of damage if they're able to get around. My question is gonna be if Blue 4 has any eyes on over here. And I guess they technically do. And some IED butterflies. I'm gonna have to make a custom mine sign to give a warning for the butterflies, but yes, I'll make sure we'll see it. All right? Ooh, Az, I'm sorry to hear about that, but yeah, okay. All right. You've been heard. I'll make sure it happens.
And some eyed butterflies.
I'm gonna make a custom stream where we just build some fucking PNGs crudely for the fucking mission, I swear to God. Hey, Deminer, how you doing, man? Hope your physical therapy is going well. So these guys here, they could just ride, because they're not technically on the border of the map. I've been told that that's cheating, by the way, for them to do that, but they could still, like, hug this side of the map and avoid the sight lines with this little hedge in the way. But if these guys are looking straight south, they might be able to see it. But it looks like they're actually giving up their position and heading south themselves, which is smart. So these guys might run into these guys, and we might have our first firefight over here. You definitely hear them talking about moving south. In what language, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Okay, we're drinking.
Non, non, ils étaient 9. Hein. 9?
Hey, Sibyllus. Hope I pronounced that right. If not, feel free to bash me. I'm horrible with my diction. But hope you keep enjoying it, man. I've got, what, 5 years of content? And for the past, I want to say 2 years, at least one upload a day. Nowadays, it's 2 to 3. More on the 3 side, because I'm just milking that algorithmic cycle for everything it's got.
They are going west of our position.
So they might have actually spotted that group coming. And they're going guns up now. So where would they have potentially seen that? Tough to call.
Technically, no one's spotted it yet.
Willow, you gotta talk to other people have been hoarding the goats, okay? So I actually don't know where the goats are right now. I know they'll show up for Sunday, but that's it. Who knows, man? But thank you for the 45. Hope your job's going well right now, by the way.
Goats. Give me my goats back.
So here's a quick stream schedule tonight, guys. I also updated Twitch's schedule, so now everything's accurate. We have this stream, and then at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be on the ground as a UAV operator and a POG op. And then TM tonight, I'm going to be squad leading. Unless there's T90s, and we're fighting Russians, in which case I won't participate, because that's my kryptonite in that community. Because there's nothing you can do to kill them. It's annoying. So I'm actually kind of concerned how these guys know that OPFOR is down here, at least from what I've been hearing. Because they don't have anyone that could have spotted that group. Shots rain out. Gonna quickly go out and mute myself because anyone that dies, we can hear them in the spectator mode. And there's our first point of contact. Imagine BIA and FNF as they already brought a few people to FNF. That was like 9 months ago, give or take. It was their pilot crashed one of the helicopters within the first 10 to 15 minutes on power lines. It was funny. But I'm pretty sure BIA is actually still a thing. I have no idea if they're still paying people to play, but I know they get flack for it all the time in the official Arma 3 Discord, and it's fun to read. Yeah, Nem remembers. I don't order war crimes unless we're told it's that type of op, in which case, yeah, I'll fucking meme it to high hell. But anyway, Allied forces hugging the left side of these hedges here, but OPFOR's prepping for it. Baku already firing at hostile forces here. He only has a K98. He's popping some grenades over. That's making OPFOR pull back. And I mean, might have caught some shrapnel there. OPFOR's in a really tight spot because they don't have a lot of good spots to maneuver, so they're going to be forced to dig in and hold. They do have a little bit of high ground, though, which means they will see the heads of people pop up before the people coming up can get their weapons ready, so that gives OPFOR a little more room to react. But OPFOR does have one ace in the hole here. That four-man team that was going north can loop back and engage this blue 4-force from the rear. Oh, look, Ku actually ran in from all the way over there. And you got OPFOR at Blue 4 spawn 2 right there in that other half of the pincer. But Blue 4 is also bringing reinforcements down. Hi, Boo.
Guess
What, Boo?
I got a promotion.
You got a promotion?
I did.
Wow.
Yay!
That was unexpected.
Yay!
I thought it wasn't for like another few months.
I thought so too, but they're like, no, your promotion, you're going to level 2. You're getting a 19% increase in your salary.
19%. Nice. No, that's great, Boo. Thank you for sharing it with me. Chat says congrats, by the way. So, Bloodwing, about, I want to say 2 months ago, got on a call with her manager and a few other people, and they discussed her roadmap for where they saw her in the company. And I asked her about it, and she told me everything, but she's on a fast track. Like, they really value what she does with the company, which I think is great. And the fact that they promoted her like 3 months early from when she was supposed to be promoted shows me that, yeah, she's going to be a very valuable asset to it, which is great because, you know, my thing never falls apart. I can rely on her for a little bit till I find the new job, you know, but, you know, dual income for the win. But I'm really, really happy for her. And I'm curious. Ah, man, so many things are going through my head right now because I know if they're fast-tracking her, she's already talked about how they want to pay for most of her masters. That might actually go up to all of her masters now. She wants to start taking classes for that in the spring semester. No, this is good. This is very good. Wow. All right. Whew. Yeah, sorry. I was not expecting to have that conversation right now. Anyway, Allied forces are smoking and advancing on the right. You got some blue 4 guys trying to come up here. They haven't realized that smoke just yet, and there's a little bit of defilade cover actually obscuring these 2 German players from seeing the Allies maneuvering on the right here. And we still have that 4-man Allied group coming in on the rear. They might pull back now that these guys are all safe. But, whew. Falcon, I'm gonna keep solo if you don't mind. I just like that within OFCRA. I'm sorry, man. But wow, all right, no, so she's up to there in terms of salary. Oh dear, she's actually starting to get close to me in terms of my salary. So one of the things I like to do is compete with her in terms of salary, just because it helps. It's something we do in the relationship for the hell of it. So now I gotta. Fuck, we might have to do another pay for pain soon after the one we do in a week or two when I finish that one up. All right, guys. We're going to break out the goats. All right, Goat Team 6 will be joining us a few more times after Sunday. Let's go, and we're going to get fluffers too. All right, anyway, back to the stream here on the scenario. We've got the 4-op-4 guys, a.k.a. the Allied Force here. They might have spotted this group over here. Let's actually quickly check on that sight line. Maybe, or maybe OP4 saw these trenches and is a little concerned. That's more likely because I don't see OP4 having any major eyes over in that direction. We also have these 5 guys. They're actually going to get right behind Blue 4's defense line here, and Blue 4 has no one. Yeah, they have all their defenses too far forward. OP4 might actually be able to get behind and just take the radio station, no problem. I don't know who the special is that can actually get the full points for destroying the radar station, but that's tough. So I think, yeah, so Blue 4 has actually drawn the route that OP4 is suspected to take, and OP4 I think is actually going to follow that route. So we might see a new defense line made from these 2 groups sometime soon here. How do you make the Twitch ad go away? Correct. You subscribe. You gotta pay a little money to make all of the ads that make me a little bit less money go away. It's how capitalism works, baby. I'm sorry. But I need money for my hydrates, which I don't know if you guys asked for one. I'm gonna do one anyway. Report as insulting / offensive and then refresh. Usually it gives you a new one, though.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
But we'll see.
Sup,
Ooh,
Liru.
hold up. Another squad-on-squad contact might happen. If OP4 opens up right now, they might actually be able to catch a lot of Blue 4 guys in the open, but I don't think anyone is in proper position. Now you're having this 4-man group actually firing on Blue 4's rear here. This is going to cause them to get into cover, but one of them just got picked off by the Blue 4 force over here. So you see some frags getting pulled here. Also, what sucks is when I am in this certain spectator menu, when I have to respawn, it doesn't let me see tracers. But holy crap, those guys just got picked off. Because now this Allied force is all set up on this hedge, and it's just annihilating these FAWR players. But Little 2 Leap Mouse, no, Little Leap 2 Mouse, that's it. Thanks for the 13-month resub, my man. I hope you're doing A-okay. Sup to you back. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. And FAWR is just getting utterly destroyed here. I was going to say decimated, but decimated means you reduce it by a factor of 10. So, you know, 100% to 90%. But these guys have lost, honestly, they're down to 10% of their players at this point. Good luck, Falcon. I'm not sure if you can, though, because you've seen everything on the stream, so I'm not sure it would be fair, to be perfectly honest. But you can try. Another hydrate. You got it. Zemo, it's going well. Blue 4, aka the Germans, have been dealt a really nasty pull here, and also 2 guys over here have been killed off by that 4-man team, which is now a 3-man team. They ambushed and got 1 kill, but it looks like they're able to return fire and pick off 2 additional players on these on this hedge line. Yeah, no cover to be found. It's just been absolutely nasty. These 3 guys going north, but Blue 4 also going north as a large force. It's where Benares, Cali, and Pogo are. Ezio as well. In a close fight, they might be able to completely outmatch each other. Because it's a Thompson. Alex is a sniper, that's why. They also have bayonets. Oh, there's an MG42 over here, though, by Ezio. That's going to be tough. This force is probably going to follow that line going in that Blue 4 drew, ironically. These guys are going to run right into each other. Pogo's checking the hedges. Oh, but he just got spotted by these guys, definitely. He's going to come over. Sees them immediately. There go the shots. MG42 immediately suppressing, but it's far left. Blue 4 doesn't understand where it is. Neekman just went down. These guys need to pop smokes and pull back. This is a kill zone. They're in the open, no cover. You could have Hellman here potentially pick people off if he can see them. Still some suppressing fire going out. I would recommend these guys pull back immediately. Utilize the fact that Blue 4's popping these smokes to reposition. So that could have been really deadly for these 3 guys if they were able to spot the targets first and pull back immediately, because neither side was actually expecting to run into each other on a maneuvering action. Meanwhile, you have the Southern Allied group here still maneuvering. They're taking fire from the 2 remaining stragglers of FAWR and risking running through an open field here. That is being overwatched by these 2 guys. One of them getting picked off. Now it's just up to Vlad here. He could still lock it down with a G43, but he's got people overwatching his position. And it's been quite nasty. Yeah, I mean, just the carbine guys have been doing amazing here. They don't have scopes either. They've just been picking off what they've seen on the hedges. Meanwhile, that OPFOR group still 3 strong, moving away. Blue 4 has set up a defensive line on the actual defensive marker that was marked by Blue 4 Command earlier. Allies are popping more smoke to advance as Door stays back and bandages. Another hydrate, you got it. I need one more hydrate to finish this bottle of hydration liquid. Vlad now pulling back. His best bet, I think, is to regroup with the Northern force here, because on his own, he's not going to be able to do much. We have 1 Southern guy on security Barros, who I'd assume is an AT guy. Then again, he doesn't have the AT backpack, so maybe not. And then you have this 5-man OPFOR force still on the rear here, slowly coming in. And we've got a vehicle of some sort. This is a Northern Blue 4 force now folding to the south to defend against that OPFOR push. I would not be surprised if we saw them enter the radar station perimeter itself and set up a defensive line. That's going to make it harder for this 5-man team to actually get in there. I think this is the Saboteur, actually, Rigel, because he's the one with that actual Saboteur marker, so he's the important one to get to that radio station. Or it's technically a radar position, my bad. Hydrate, yeah, boy. All right. Bottle number 2. Excellent. Any point buying things? Yeah, just for next bottle is, well, they're all Corona. And when I say Corona, I mean it is vaccine to fight Corona. Yes, perfect. But anyway, that vehicle has entered this perimeter. Now it's going to make it harder for that 5-man team to come in. So they need this force to come in and open up first, because otherwise this group is going to probably get overwhelmed. Then we do have Roland up here. He might have spotted OPFOR coming over. Yep, he just marked this line. So he was calling that out to his constituents. And we're already starting to see a few OPFOR guys potentially looking north now. OPFOR in a little bit of trouble because if this guy gets killed, they can only get 2 points from the radar station instead of the full 4. He's still looking at the various corners of that area. Might have just missed the 3 crossing right there. No, Falcon. For legal reasons, I have to say it's not. That window's just cheating? Does it have an outside texture? I mean, it does. So, technically, it's fair game. I mean, it's a very low textured windmill, but a windmill is a windmill. Well, you know how Twitch is, Falcon. C'est la vie. So OPFOR has actually forced Blue 4 to go purely on the defensive here. Snake Doctor was also taken out by that 3-man group. Actually, I think the gunshot we just heard was Snake Doctor getting picked off. What role was he? He appeared to have been a standard rifleman of some sort. Oof. Yeah, these guys have just been wrecking face. They're going for more. It's been Alex with the marksman rifle getting all those kills. Yep. Actually, technically a sniper rifle because it's World War II based. Another hydrate? You got it, 917. Yeah, an MP40 is meant to be a more, you know, within 100, if not 75 meter ranged weapon. But the full-on sniper rifles that some of these guys have, even though they've got low-level optics in comparison to what we have in modern day, it's still pretty damn effective. These guys, I think, are seeing the Germans coming down here. The Germans, I think, saw them back. They're taking fire now. But now you got this force now coming back to engage. So if this force just holds a distraction, that could allow for this group to maneuver in and do a lot of damage here. OPFOR does have some hard cover, though, in the form of a trench right here, but nothing to guard against that flank. Not sure if they've noticed yet. Tex Terry, thanks for the tier 1 sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I don't think either side has any grenades, rifle grenades, because that is some really nasty spacing to get a nice kill there. That might be what some of these Car 98 guys are. So, for example, this guy, he doesn't have a bayonet. He might have a grenade rifle adapter on the rifle instead, and that backpack's just filled with that instead. Oh, dear. One of them just went down. Roy just paid for it with his life. So Rigel staying back. His position actually just took a few shots. He is wounded. These guys got a little too headstrong here and just went for the objective on their own. They should have waited for more allied forces to come in because this is really ballsy. So even if they trade 1-to-1, now you're going to potentially have this force pull back as well. Sten. Block here. Sorry, Sten's the gun. Got to be careful he doesn't overextend there and expose his head to that bunker. This 3-man group needs to double time it into the AO here, but they're forced to play it cautious because this could all potentially be an enemy garrison. Great smoke throw by Bluck to allow him to maneuver. Bob Winchester flanking south here to cut off any forces that might come in. And this group, okay, they actually have some room to maneuver all the way up here. They're just doing their best to take out what they can. Bluck now coming around. Gonna get right on top of this bunker with a Sten gun. This is optimal. Sayak getting taken out. And then he gets taken out by Despo, who came around with an MP40. So these guys trading 1-to-1. Rigel's still up. Again, he's the VIP here to actually take out the radar installation. But OPFOR is running out of manpower. Bob Winchester, though, in a good spot. If he turns left, A little bit of defilade blocking all these guys, though. Is that a Bren? Oh, he could do so much damage here and alleviate this squad to allow the allies to come in as long as Rigel stays safe. This is exactly where Bob needs to be. Bob. All right, he takes him out. He might be taking fire from friendly forces, though, in cross. Bob doing some double taps, making sure they're down. Yeah, he's taking friendly fire and might have actually just gone down to a friendly rifleman there thinking he was enemy. Unfortunate. Bob might be able to wake back up, but with World War II calibers, it's unlikely. Falcon, can you see other players' positions on the map when you play on the ground in OFCRA? Because if you can, then that just makes that even worse. Because they could have allowed Bob to get behind here and just kill everyone. Bob's up. Yeah, like Blue Fort Dragon. So we double taps that. I think he thought he was double tapped or whatnot. No? Okay, yeah. So that makes more sense. It's just because they couldn't see him. But I just realized they have 2 Bren gunners here. Oh, Garrett saw the grenade and immediately looked away to protect his face. Ouch. Now you got Blue 4 coming in, more guys with the south here. Bob can bandage up, and then he could do a lot of damage here to this Blue 4 line. Yeah, we're seeing some of these guys getting picked off because look at that. Blue 4 has a nice defensive line there, but they might be flanked by these 3 guys if they come up. Bob really needs to get in position. No, he's pulling back instead. Oh. That accidental blue on blue might have cost this squad their lives here because they're pinned down. And I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get out of that position. They're going to be forced to pull back. Oh, dear. Rigel taking a grenade, and he's dead. So now only OFCRA can only get half the points for disabling that radar station. Again, it was a little ballsy, though, to start the attack with only 5 guys. Ironically enough, if the firefight didn't happen over here, they would have been able to probably overpower the 2 or 3 guys that were defending that station, take the hack, and leave. But because this other squad got engaged early on, it forced Blue 4 to pull their northern force in and set up a defensive perimeter around the radar station itself, and that's what screwed over this group. Bob's coming back, though. I think he's realized that all of his teammates are dead, so he's just going to go for it now. Not sure if he hears Rydell or what. Oh, dear. Bob might be in trouble. I'm drinking for free for that one. And I added the hydrate. Oh my god. Alright, well, Bob has made a new way for the remaining OFCRA force to get in here, but they're down to 5 guys. They've had at least 3 or so casualties on this line, and Zixmi is also unconscious right here. So it could grow to 4. Meanwhile, that 3-man team, which I thought was going to alleviate that flank, has instead decided to opt into going in themselves. I would still say OFCRA has the upper hand here. But if OFCRA can take care of these remaining forces with minimal casualties, it could still be anyone's game. I'm going to be curious watching Alex over here, though. With that marksman rifle, he's already gotten quite a few kills with it. If he can get on another good sight line of some German forces, I think we could see his kill count rack up to at least 7 or 8, and that might help turn the tide. What's that giving me shit in chat for my profession? Thanks, buddy. How are things going for you, by the way? Like, actually serious. I hope they're going well, man. Seriously. The exact opposite of an Andriato. People act like you're dying. I'm not acting like you're dying. I'm just asking if you're okay. I'm more concerned about XMX in that stance because the doctors still don't know what's wrong with him. He's actually dying. And it's even scarier because they don't know what it is. Oh, fuck. I meant to message him, like, because it's probably Lyme. Whenever doctors don't know what's wrong with you, it's almost always Lyme disease. Yeah, so I think Zixmi is going to bleed out here. We could still see... Oh, actually, it's 6. But still, they were assaulted that position with 9 guys. So we could see them still flank around and do a good amount of damage. Even if they trade 1-to-1, that would be about the amount on this garrison, minus 1 or 2. And then these 3 guys, if they're allowed to pick off a few more, could help turn the tide. XMX banned from dying. Yeah, right? Hope he's okay. Yeah, Lyme disease with a Y. I know. It still sounds the same. Lyme. English. All right, so we got a car driving back with looks like only 2 guys in it. A covered Kubel wagon. Yep, there's only 2 of them in it. He might be unconscious, though, so they might be bringing him back to a medic on the defensive garrison to bring him back up. See you, Willow. Hope everything's going okay. Another hydrate. You got it. If I bet Blue 4 right now, I'd be a little bit nervous. Only a little, though, because this could still turn around. Op4 has been doing well because they've been playing the aggressive side pretty well here, but it could still blow up in their face if the remaining garrison catches the Op4 group out of position. But based off of their positioning here, I doubt it. I think Op4 is going to be able to get in a little closer here, do a wide flank, and then this marksman team is also going to be able to set up somewhere well and take out a lot. Really exquisite bunker work here. Jesus. Alex now lining up more shots here. He sees another guy right there. Yeah, so I think that's another marksman right there that's poking shots at him. Yep, Tymic. He just ran out of ammo, so he's going to roll back and reload his gun. Neither side able to land any significant blows. Now what Blue 4 needs to do is have this group sent north to clear them out quick. If they can do that, they'll do quite well. Mobius Reaper, thanks for the 10 gift subs. If you got a sub from Mobius Reaper, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Eric, that's Sunday. 3 p.m. I love the trailer Bloodwing made for the Splendid Squad. It's rare where I watch something back multiple times, but that was one of them. I just think she did a great job with it.
Team 6 now. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I'd say more so, I'm just excited to finally get some official recognition from Bohemia.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
And yeah, like as What's That says, that's one way to interpret it. But again, as someone that's been doing this for a long time, it puts a smile on your face when you get official recognition from the people that created the
Send in
environment
Goat
or
Team
market
6
for whatever
now.
you do. You know what I mean? It just put a smile on your face to get stuff like that.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Where's that fire? So these guys are actually getting shot at by their own infantry here. They started shooting up that hedge
Send in
area
Goat Team
with a
6
stolen enemy
now.
weapon, no less. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so there was an MP-44 down as well. I was looking for one of those guys with that, but... Yeah, so they're going to be forced south because they think there's enemies to the north. Oh, this is going to get confusing. What's that? That's something different, okay? But, yeah, feel free to keep giving me shit. That's sarcasm. Fuck off. Anyway. We have the 3 OFCRA allied forces coming a bit closer, closing the distance. I'd love to see them get on some sort of rooftop or somewhere for that marksman to continue doing work. Not always, Broadshore. But now that Blue 4 is really congealed around the radar station, these 3 guys are not going to be able to assault that position on their own. They need this remaining force to come in. And then maybe in the confusion they can get in a good position to start picking off people on the flank. You got it, bro. What concerns me, though, is this force is still right here. In a World War II PvP scenario, normally you have a lot of maneuvering, a lot of running around in certain areas. So the fact that this force has stayed relatively static in these trenches means that I think they're not going to be as useful as we'd like them to be. Maybe they'll be able to set up a good firing position with that MG and bombard OFCRA from range, but they're unlikely to get any actual hits. Furthermore, since these guys have a marksman rifle, technically a sniper, I don't think these guys have it there. He just pointed over there, actually. But I'm looking right now. I don't see any actual sniper scopes on any of these guns. They're going to be outmatched by Alex here, who's already shown he's gotten quite a few kills with that gun. But in them being static, it's just been allowing their enemy to constantly maneuver around them into a position where they're not going to be useful. And they're only going to act as a QRF force coming in at the end of the day, based off of where the dice are falling. Yeah, Carrie, it's FNF's on Fridays, OFCRA's on Thursdays. So I think these guys just engaged again. Clement got a kill. Shadow's also gotten a kill. And Alex is on a 4th kill, so I think they actually just picked off a few more dudes on the interior here. It's hard to tell because there's already been some fighting here. Looks like these are, all right, Nick's woke back up. Some great Overwatch positions from these buildings, and they're trying to do it again. Now, if these guys PID that there's forces in here, they get out that MG42, get on one of these trenches and stabilize and start bombarding that area to suppress, maybe even kill Alex off. But because they're, I think, now folding in. Yep, they're folding into that Vic. They've lost that opportunity, and they're just getting some more pickoffs on the radar position itself. Well, we can hope, Carrie. So now with that Kobo wagon pulling back, I thought it was coming out the flank, but I think it's just Callie moving back to his squad. I'm not sure if they're going to fold into the defensive area or come on the flank of this 3-man force, but with all of the attention now turned to the 3 guys, that allows a lot of room for these guys to get right on top of the radar station and potentially end this fight. Also, because I'm dead, I don't... we got the timer up there instead, that's why. So we still have 37 minutes for this scenario, and a lot of Blue 4 just got out, only to be engaged by the Thompson. And a grenade throw, taking out some of these people, taking out some of the cover as well in the hay bale. Great throw, but it did cost, I believe, yep, so one of the M1 Garand guy, his life. Vlad wakes back up. Shadow needs to get another grenade out here, but they're being pushed on all sides here. So as long as Shadow can take out a few more guys, it's going to look really good in the Allieds' favor. Benares... I think he's going to vault in the window. Vex coming around on the side. Alex now trying to flank, but his bullet got caught in the... I thought it was caught in the side. He might have hit Vlad there, though. He's got a Springfield, too. I think he hears that movement below him. He just ran out. He's trying to avoid that MP40, but he eventually gets taken out by Costello. Shadow now alone. Oh, they're still holding. They need to be listening to these gunshots and realizing this is the perfect time to move in and get their objective done. No double tap, but looking at all the blood, I doubt Alex is going to wake back up. Well, Falcon, the MG42 guy hasn't really been doing anything, so... hasn't been too much of a jinx, but these guys need to move in like stat, because all of Blue 4 is focusing on this firefight. Alex getting another kill. Oh, no, it's Shadow, excuse me. Utilizing that Thompson to the best of his ability. He's on 4 kills. Alex also on 4. So these guys have done a really good job for being only a 4-man team originally. Falcon. And a grenade blows Shadow away. He could still wake back up. I don't know why these guys are holding. They're just playing it incredibly cautious since they've had so many casualties, but that might cost them in the end because their window for a nice surprise attack with only a few forces to stop them is closing fast. Alex just bled out. Shadow still down. I doubt he's going to wake back up. All right, now we're seeing them move in. Blue 4 still distracted up here. They haven't confirmed the kill of Shadow, so they think there's still 1 or 2 guys potentially running around. But because there's no active allied forces over here to distract, Blue 4 might easily be able to pull away. All right, so he considers this a down body. We just heard some gunfire, potentially a crossfire here. Blue on blue even. Beck's getting the double tap. A lot of, German forces are still out of position, so this U.S. force could get right on top of them. 6 guys, they do have a 1919 A6. If they get that bipoded somewhere, they could do a lot of damage with it. All right, let's see how they do. Funny enough, there is an AI right here. I think that's a disconnected player that needs to reconnect. But I would say OPFOR is in the best position right now. Oh, they could just sneak right up to the radar station and disable it for the points. Perfect. I think they're going to get a prompt when it happens. Some grenades being thrown. That's going to give them away. So they're running. They're doing that to then immediately go up. It's an ace interaction to disable it. So I'm going to assume it's now disabled. Vex now vaulting in, throwing grenades over. All right, it's disabled. Enemy gets blown away by that MP40. No, it's SCG-44, my bad. Also an MP44. That Vic goes up. All right, so they at least got the 2 points from that. Vex then vaulting over, blowing tackle away. Hold on. Ooh, Rizbo caught him in the leg. Vex still going, gets a nice triple kill, taking out 50% of the US force here. Skipu now running into the bunker over here. US took a lot of casualties from one guy. Still have the 1919 gunner here, probably with 50-round boxes. And you still have Blue 4 combing this area to make sure they got all the OPFOR members there. Skipu with the MG42. He's going to be able to outmatch the 1919 gunner, but these three are now pulling back. Just out of Skipu's reach. Ooh, did he notice? No, he just double-tapped a German player. Weird. Oh, someone just killed this guy. Timel sniped him. Or Timek, excuse me. So I think they're trying to pull back now so they can just purely play on defense and force Blue 4 to attack them, which is a smart call. I missed 4 hydrates? You got it. There you go. 4 hydrates. So I'm not sure if the script was supposed to hide this after it was run, but I guess it failed to do that, which is fine. It shows enough to show you that it happened. So the only thing I can think of is these guys are going to move north to the dismounted French resistance truck and then drive back, and they're just going to play pure defense on these 2 positions here. Love how they have that marked as mediocre sniper spot, and actually OPFOR command is in there. That's all those markings are Blue 4's markings here. But let's do a quick number count here. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Technically 11 because one of them's an AI of a player that could return, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So allies are in a better position right now. And you're hearing some suppressive gunfire as they tried to suppress where they killed that previous US player. But now the allies just have to focus on defense. So it's going to... This is actually a bit of a blessing in disguise for Blue 4, because now there's no reason for them to come here. They can focus all of their forces on attacking to give themselves the best opportunity possible. Had the US attack failed and they were able to stop it, they would have still had to leave a few guys here to defend it from a potential counterattack and send even less guys to the next AO. So it forces Blue 4's hand to make the most vicious attack they can. I know this Vic blew up. I think they still have one good Vic right here. It's a little damaged, though, and then that Vic also took a grenade, so I'm not sure if Blue 4 even has a Vic to maneuver. 28 minutes remaining on the round. They're actually going to have to start moving relatively quickly because it's going to take them 10 to 15 minutes on foot to move in if they don't have a working Vic. Hammer, you got it. All right. So with these 2 guys pulling back, one of them is the head honcho of OFCRA himself, Manschult. I'm not sure if they're going to go for that Vic or potentially just go and harass. Ironically, 1919 has the vehicle kill from that grenade when that Vic caught fire. So If they wanted to, they could try to set up an ambush with that 1919 A6 and pick a few Blue 4 players off in the open, but they have to reposition somewhere. It's a tough call. But now we're just going to wait for Blue 4 to make the call to take all their forces and attack. Because, again, nothing's holding them there. They just have to try and find a vehicle that can take them all. We've got a Cubble Wagon over here, loaded with a 3-man sniper team. Got Timek here, who's another sniper. I would say Blue 4 needs to make the best out of their snipers right now to pick off any Op 4 in the garrison and whittle it down to try to wrestle the number advantage out of Op 4, aka the allies. And then maybe they could even the odds for an assault, because obviously if you wipe the entirety of your enemies, you win. But it's going to turn into that for a fight here to get the VIP and also find the radio. Because right now, the only team that has points on the board is Op 4, with 2 from taking out that radar position. Also, the extraction zone is marked. So Op 4 at the very last second had to send forces down here to cover that zone, whereas Blue 4 could take it and get a point, but Blue 4 needs to focus on these 2 objectives here. So that's at least going to force a few of the Op 4 players to go and capture that zone, which might be a role for these 2 to go do. If they're quick, they might actually catch that Cubble Wagon out of position. Looks like we're starting to see them in teams now running out of this AO. But Blue 4 has to go in there and get points on the board. Hopefully steal enemy Vic and then bring the VIP back to quote-unquote interrogate him to get points. Jarut, thanks for the 5-month resub, my man, on Twitch Prime. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Roar, you've been on point making this poor turtle drink, huh? Got it.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
What's that, if you don't mind? Can you keep it stream relevant? Now, it looks like this Op 4 force here might actually only have 2 hydrates left. Really? I didn't know there was a maximum. Just use regular hydrates, and I'll pretend that's that. Only after those are consumed, then. It's weird. Maybe it's per player, so you can only request it so many times. So it's going to be up to your companions to keep it going. This bottle's almost empty. Jesus. Thankfully, I have a 3rd. Yeah, so I thought there was a chance that they could actually go down and intercept that Vic, but it looks like they're just going to beeline it back to friendly territory. Maybe we'll see them cross down south, but they don't have a radio, so I think they're just going to fall under the assumption of pulling back to friendly forces and then make a decision from there. And Blue 4 is assaulting with a small garrison still staying behind. That is a mistake, because there's no reason for them to hold here. Maybe, I guess, to hold the questioning room so it's not counterattacked and then held by enemy, because they have to bring the VIP back to cover that, but they should have all mounted that Vic and gone in, because that's only going to make their attack weaker and more likely for the allies to repress it. Repress isn't the right word. Can't even think what the right word is. You know, defend against, but there's a specific term. I think it does begin with an R. Repulse. Repulse. That's the word I'm thinking of. Or repel. Either of those would work. D-Minor, that's good to hear, man. I hope it's all going okay. Seriously. I am drinking, Dom. We're down to the last bottle. So, Blue 4 having that working Vic means they still have a good chance of taking the VIP and bringing him back quick enough to interrogate him in the questioning room and then execute him. And that will give them more points than OFCRA, and thus they will technically win. It's still anyone's game, though, as I said earlier, originally if you bet Blue 4, you'd be a little nervous. I'd say you're a little more nervous now, but it could still swing either way. This guy's going to hear the truck. Looks like they had some issues with the bell tower, and they're actually bleeding. Oh, maybe we could see NASA get some pot shots off with his Lee Enfield. Pick a guy off even. The other guy's a Sten gun. If he lines that up and bipods, he could actually pick off some of these heads right here. Oh, and they're going to drive right towards it. They have it marked as a sniper position, too, so they know. Oh, this could be bad. If they literally stop right below that tower and dismount, one grenade. One fucking... Hell, the Sten gun. Just look down and eliminate them. Where's the fucking Sten? Do it. Grenade, come on. I don't think you can see him from this angle. So they're gonna climb higher. There it is. I think he just dropped it below him. Nope, there it is. All right, awesome. One guy down. That was their MG42 gunner as well. Oh, fuck. More hydrates, you got it. Oh, that's brutal. Templar going down to the grenades. You got Allied forces now coming up. More grenades going off. This is a massacre. Jared, thanks for the 26-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Sten gun taking out one of them and taking out a second. It bugs me the most because they marked this as a sniper position, and they ignored it anyway. You're hearing a U.S. flamethrower now coming in. Oh, my. I didn't even notice that he existed. More shots going up here. There were some Blue 4 markings. They're now gone. It's 3 guys. This is turning bloody. Hell, it was already bloody. It's just brutal at this point. Timek now scaling this tower, covering it, not realizing above him might be enemy forces. Yeah, if I bet Blue 4, I'd be really nervous right now. Misses the shot as the bar gunner comes up, is able to quick shot the bar gunner. Runs up another story, headshots ground command. And then he gets caught reloading by Rodrig. And Rodrig gets the kill. Ibnek, the 2IC, will now have to step up. I think he's yelling that he's a friendly. But he still throws a grenade up there. Oh, it stays here. Smoke? Smoke. Another grenade thrown. I'm assuming it's another smoke because it didn't go off. All of Blue 4 is dead. Ibnek now panically firing. But it's a Sten gun. These guys should realize that that's a Sten gun and go, what the fuck is he firing at? And Blue 4 has sent the last of their forces here, realizing that that attack failed. It is up to Cali, Barros, and Roland. Oh, Roland is... I don't know why he's back there. Who's winning? OFCRA. If Roland pulls... Is Cali unconscious? He might be unconscious. No, he's not. There's just 2 dead people in the Vic. Okay. Awkward. They're getting his body out. Take the MP44. But they both have MP40s, so... No, I would say, yeah, the 44 is a better upgrade. Oh, God, no! No! Danny! Oh, my God, Danny boy! Holy shit!
Send in goat
That was
team
awesome!
6 now.
Ezio, thanks for the 2-month resub at tier 3. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed playing in OFCRA tonight. Tell us your story. And I hope you keep continuing to enjoy the content, man. Always a pleasure to cover OFCRA. The only guy left is Roland and the AI, but the guy hasn't joined back yet, so it's just Roland. I'm gonna let Ezio tell his story if he wants. I'm only gonna stream for another 2 minutes, guys. It's GG. And if Roland just prolongs this, I mean, he just ditched his vehicle. Yeah, it's GG. The only thing he can do is go to the capture zone. But at this point, OFCRA has also gotten the supremacy bonus. And there's one of my moderators already calling it. Yeah, it's GG. Fuck me. That flamethrower at the end. Holy crap. Extra crispy. No big story. Right on, man. Hope you keep enjoying the streams, but we're going to call it here because Roland, I think he's just going to go on foot and cover the extract zone, and that play is not going to give Blue 4 enough points to win. So, spent 56k, got 115. Hey, that's the game, Max Daka. That's the game. But let's call it here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Go operate operationally. I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in 3 hours to be on the ground as a UAV operator controlling darters, AGM launching drones, the Sky One, and the ground UGV as well. And then at 10 p.m. I'll be squad leading in TMTM, unless I find out it's a Russian op, in which case I might just do mission dev at that point then, but we'll see. It depends how drunk I am. So cheers, guys. Have a good one, and go operate operationally.